Hey, yo, blew up my spot. I was just trying to snitch.
No, I understand, right? I like lose my shit if I hear people chewing food. So my bad.
Toilet food, washing dishes, doing dishes.
So wait, do you hear me eating these wings or no? Because I thought it was me. All right. All right.
So it would be the conclusion.
My bad. Man.
Black people are the best. Yeah, I almost committed a felony because I was so upset. But you're good. You're good.
What? We hear you.
We hear you. We hear you. We hear you. Let us know when it's plugged back in.
There we go. I think now it's okay. Now it's working. Okay. Let me put this post on Pi and we're good to go. Do. Just a reminder, get that KYC verification done for Pi soon. It's going to go live soon, and as we've seen, this is going to be a nation of crypto this next 4 years. Are you guys saying things? I can't hear you guys. What happened there? Okay, let me fix that. Oh. No. That's funny. Okay, get you guys back to the correct audio out. With voice chat. Okay, there we go. Now everything's fixed. Someone say something so I can double check it.
Something so I can double check it.
Good morning once, good morning twice, good morning enough times to get things right. This is session 64 of World Breakers Campaign. As we rejoin the Ugai through many hilarious moments, the group has made their way back to Harry Dresden's house. In the midst of what seems to be an impromptu changeling Fae invasion of 17 or more Fae changelings. Catra has been copied. It seems that she has made her way to clone Catra, changeling Catra, has made her way to Harry Dresden's house, and with a group of dwarfs has engaged Thomas and Harry in combat. The group, at the last moments of last session, stumbled their way into the fight, with Slyrak being pulled through an illusory visage of Harry's house that seems from the outside to be Harry, Thomas, and a number of dwarfs drinking and loudly having a great time in his front yard, to what is actually Thomas, Harry, and a number of dwarfs having a fight to the death in his front yard. We have rolled initiative. For those not in Harry's yard, what you see is Thomas, Harry, and Dwarves having a great time. You have no immediate idea where any of the actual danger is, though you did see Slyrak get pulled into this illusion. So you are fully aware it's an illusion, and Fino has confirmed as much prior to that. We do start with Sabet's turn as he rolled the highest on initiative. As a note, Fino, with his amazing passive perception, rolled too low on initiative to know the turn order of any of the enemies this combat. So just to give you guys a heads up, it's going Sabet, Harry, Slyrak, Great Ape Catra, Jerry, Fino, Philly, Thomas. And then the enemies are somewhere before Fino. So I guess that is something to note.
Her name is Copycat.
Copycatra?
Nope. Copycat. Did you mention we all got matching tattoos and we figured out ways to like definitively tell who's who?
Yes, you did. You have multiple ways. One, the group attunement to the Staff of Oaths. 2, Jerry's ability to sense Fae. And 3, the matching tattoos given by Delg. So you have 3 methods amongst you to verify whether you are changeling or yourself. We begin with Sabet. As always, fly, hit, or throw. He can begin by raging.
Please.
Which is usually a good thing to do.
Yes.
Let me roll on the rage table to see what his rage brings about.
He's going Karen level.
So
Shadowy tendrils lash around you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet must succeed a con saving throw. He is not within 30 feet of any enemies, so that's not going to do anything. But he does gain 1d12 temporary hit points.
nice.
That's 11. So he has 11 temporary hit points for the fight. That is the good. Okay. We'll have him fly up, since that's usually the Overwatch position is what he holds. I guess up and then through the illusion.
I guess he would. Yeah, that would make sense.
If nothing else, we'll put him to where Slyrak got pulled in.
Maybe have him fly over where Slyrak got pulled in.
Okay.
So he can't get grabbed, but he can.
35 puts him there with the 10 feet above. He now has full line of sight. Can see Slyrak on the ground. Can see the immediate threat to him. So his options are throw a javelin or more movement.
Do y'all think it'd be worth him like spending 5 to give us a report and go back in?
Yeah, that's
5 movement.
That is a good point, because sound is not coming through this illusion either.
Yeah.
Alright, then let's do that.
Come out, go back in, then he can throw his Javelin.
No, it took all of his movement to get where he is. So if he is coming back out,
Can I shout?
action to come out.
Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
shout something to him?
Mhm.
Imagine if I'm
Absolutely.
laying on my back, I see him come in. I will holler out to him. Go tell Feely to rain fire on the front yard.
Fucking L.
Don't worry about me.
All right. He uses action to come back out. He will say, they're all gathered in the front yard. Thomas and Harry are by the front door. Philly, rain fire. Don't worry about Slyrak. That's what he said. His words, not mine.
Philly just pulls out a joint and starts smoking. Lights it.
Yo,
I love
please.
Oh, he lighter flick Lil Wayne out here. Let's go.
So I'm gonna have Sabet move to the far edge, but back in. That way, if Philly throws some fire things, he'd be out the way. Since he can't attack anyways, and I'll put him up another 5, so he's out of anyone's reach. So he's back in. He has line of sight on the action. He's 5 feet from hopping out to report back. Okay. This will bring us to Harry, Sabet, and kind of Slyrak, who's on the ground, can see that Harry is adorned with a vest that has a few wands on it. He has a staff. He has a number of rings on his hand that you have not seen previously. And as Sabet and on the ground, Slyrak look, he takes a step forward, kind of standing over one of the down bodies, points one of the rings at a person in front of him, and you see a blast of energy from it as it hits one of the doors in front of him, caving that door's chest in as the door falls limp.
Mm.
Nice.
And he'll back up again and get next to Thomas. This brings us to Slyrak.
Slyrak is going to stand up.
Okay.
Let's see. So, how many of them are within 5 feet?
5 feet? Let's see. You have
Just the
one
one
within 5
Put
feet.
me in?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's not completely overwhelming. All right. I'm going to bonus action. Bring my sword out.
Okay. Swords in hand.
Action. I'm going to cast Fire Shield on myself.
Okay.
Take a stance. Look at Harry Thomas. You don't mind if we jump in, right?
Thomas says, "Oh, I'm really glad you guys are real and aren't attacking us right now. Please help out."
I look at the rest of them. I say, "Well, you heard him. That's all I can do."
Okay. This brings us to Great Ape Katra. You're currently looking at an illusion. Sabet has told you the entire front yard is full of enemies. That Harry and Thomas are in front of their door, so you can see where the house is and where the front doorway should be.
I want to go to where I saw Slayer get pulled in,
Okay.
and pretty much step through right next to it on the right.
Okay. You can now see the reality of the situation.
I'm assuming I can see a fake me standing there.
Yes, you can.
Cather gives out the craziest, like, King Kong roar ever. And immediately goes to Copycat.
What's your full movement as a Great Ape?
40?
Okay, not a problem. You are within melee range of Copycat Katra.
Alright, I'm going to hit her with a fist attack.
Okay.
Your new weapon.
First one misses with an 11. 14.
14 will hit.
Alright.
Yeah, you're using the ape sticks, right?
Yeah, I'm using ape stats. So that's 3d10 plus 6. Ugh.
Wait, so there's Solara and there's Ape Solara? Not
No,
That's
Solara.
right.
Cancer
Okay.
and ape cancer, but you saw me turn into an ape, so
Right.
so that's 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
How much movement have I used?
I believe that's going to be all of it. Let me double count it.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be your full 40 to get there.
Okay, I look at her, look at Thomas, and like pretty much do the like the across my throat kind of movement, like.
You kill that one. Okay. This will bring us to Copycatra and the soldiers who are going back to back.
Oh, cool.
Copycatra is going to cast Speak with Animals. It is going to say to Real Catra,
Does that work?
"You're an animal."
Okay.
You can. Well, I guess you could have understood it anyways, but now she can understand you as an animal speaking to her. She will say, "What is your allegiance here? Are you loyal to this person, this traitor? Why do you fight me?"
I just roar out loud. I don't say anything. I just roar out loud.
Just a regular person yell to her.
That's
Hilarious.
Exactly. She can't speak with animals and you just yell at her. She will say in return, "You are not yet a part of this war. If you walk away now, you won't be. You continue your course." And she will reach in her pocket and take out a book and open it. And
Can I see?
she's kind of covering it. It looks like it's just a book of. You can kind of see over her hand a little bit, just a book of
I was
names.
saying, I'm like towering over her.
But she could also act. You can see because she's not making it hidden. It seems to be a book of names, and she'll take out a quill and say, "Either you stop now, or I write down the ugai. Your choice."
Interesting.
Stupid motherfucker.
And she is going to begin writing. This will bring us to the soldiers. Ooh, there's quite a few.
I need a soldier.
What is
So the first one in front of Slyrak will go first. 8 plus some things. That's gonna miss. And what you call us up anyways. Displacement cloak. Next will be the archer. The archer is going to pull out a dagger and take 2 swings on the great ape in front of it. I don't think a 9 hits, does it?
9 does not hit a great.
Oh, sorry. You're talking to me? No, it doesn't.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry.
The next one is a 22. I know that one hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Toughest ape ever.
Right? That'd be terrifying. 6 points of slashing damage.
As a reaction, I'll finish their head in. So.
If only. This warrior is going to step up over its dead compatriot and is going to swing the mace at Harry. First attack's going to miss. second one, I believe that hits Harry now. Yeah, that'll hit Harry. That's 6 points to Harry. This soldier here is going to he's going to throw one of his battle axes at Harry. They seem to have quite the focus. That will hit. Harry does not have a high AC. Only 3 points of damage to Harry. That hits. This. A lot of them still alive. This one is going to rush in and get in melee with Harry. Swing twice with his hammer. Natural one as he swings and Harry's able to parry it. The hammer flying out of his hand.
Nice.
Another one run up with a great axe. That'll definitely hit. This one will be another 6 points of damage to Harry. Swing again. That hits as well. Okay, another 10 points.
This should all serve as caution never to become the Winter Knight.
What'd you say?
Never become the Winter Knight.
Oh.
I mean, at least never retire. Okay. 11 points from one arrow. We'll shoot again. That'll hit again. Okay. They seem to not be overly worried about the Great Ape and Slyrak being here. It seems to be full focus fire on Harry.
Yep.
Even Thomas?
Jerry, they seem to be kind of ignoring Thomas too.
Okay.
Jerry, you are up. There's still the illusion of a jolly old time in the yard, though you've been given
I'm moving
stabilized.
into the yard.
Okay.
How much movement do I have left?
20 feet gets you in the yard the quickest. At that point, there's someone to your left. You use 20 feet, so you have, I think, 15 left.
Someone to my left. Where are my people at? How far?
Hold on. You have 10 feet left. Slyrak is 10 feet to your right. 5 feet from that is Great Ape Catcher. And Sabet is 5 more feet in the air.
All right, and there's somebody within range as I step in?
Yes.
Yeah, 2 swings.
Okay, swing away.
All right. Give me a second. Uh, 12.
12 is going to miss.
The 7. Holy shit.
Wait, both those were damaged. They weren't attacks.
Oh, okay. All right. Boom. 14.
14 will miss.
15.
15 will hit the archer.
All right. 13 damage.
Okay.
14 on the archer, guys.
You strike for 13 points. The archer is barely standing, but is still up. This will bring us to Fino.
So, before I run in, I looked to Philly and I said, "You know what you are to do. Everyone knew what you were going to do. Do what you must.
I'm not going to hurt y'all. I don't know.
Throw the fucking fireball." And
I don't-
I run in. I'm going to the shortest distance I can get in.
20 feet. That'll put you right there. You can now see everything.
Is this an enemy directly in front of me?
Yeah, he is 10 or 5 feet will close the distance to attack him. We've used
Is
20
Jerry-
so far.
Is Jerry sitting on one side of him? Can I flank him with Jerry?
Yeah, you can actually.
All right, so I want to flank him with Jerry. Advantage on the hit. All right, so 17, and then that's 17.
That hits.
All right. That's
How does his chapter end? As you
Oh, okay.
flank and destroy this archer.
Okay.
Nice.
Vino, he's on the side. He just stabs his sword to the side of his neck, and then he looks to the next person. He looks to his left, or whoever
Okay,
the close person is.
Next up is these two here with the closest. They're surrounding Harry. There's one in front of Slyrak. Everyone else is on the other side of the fight.
So yeah, he's looking to one of those two, the one that's closer to him, basically, like directly in front of him.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
This will bring us to Mr. Fireforge. You cannot see into the fight currently. You are aware that it is happening. What would you like to do?
I raise my hand like I'm about to throw my fireball. And then I think, no, I've caused too much destruction.
This fucking idiot.
I cannot hurt my friends. I cannot. So I just run forward and I enter the area.
This guy.
Okay, 20 feet gets you there, or we can go 20.
All right, so what do I see? Well, I know what I see, but so this is my first time actually looking at the map. Where are the enemies that are still alive?
So we have. Let me turn some of these lights off.
Breaks the cue. I respect it. That was super cool.
Okay, so enemy here. Enemy here. 1, 2. Enemy here. That's 3. Enemy way over here. That's 4. Enemy right in front of Slyrak.
All right.
Right next to the Great Ape.
Got you. All right. So, can I do this? All right. I'm gonna do the. I'm gonna set the column.
Pillar of Fire. Is that what it is?
Not the pillar of fire. Flame strike. I'm gonna do flame strike. Homeboy in front of that glowing looking thing. Is that
Here?
that thing right there? That thing right there. The glowing looking.
This is Harry.
That's Harry.
That's Harry right there.
Yeah.
Oh, Harry might have to take some of this.
This is enemy. This little L here.
All right, Harry might have to take some of this smoke.
Do what you feel is right, man.
Yeah, he's come back before.
Yeah.
All right, zoom out a little bit. So enemy, back up.
Enemy over here.
All right, yeah. So I'm gonna the one right in front of Harry. I'm gonna drop it on him.
Right here.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot radius, so it'll go to the left and to the right. Correct.
10 foot is gonna get.
Oh,
Let me just show you what that looks like. That's 10. So that's actually the one in front of Slyrak as well, but also Harry and Thomas.
They'll be fine. They survived it before.
Jesus Christ.
They want to throw the fireball.
Wait a minute.
They want to throw the fireball, but this is okay.
What?
Hey, dude. Hey, Greg, this is your turn. All right, don't listen to any of them.
All right.
No.
I'm just wondering what your consistency is.
I know they're strong enough to survive it.
We each
Harry,
choose
look
our own
out!
level
You don't know
of
that.
chaos.
I'm
This
so
is so
sorry.
great.
Do it.
Let's
Do it.
go.
Look. Recenter it.
So
Alright,
what's
nigga gonna move,
the save?
It's hilarious.
What's the save?
It's hilarious.
Save is Dex of 16.
Okay, so are you doing it so I can know if I'm rolling or not?
Roll it.
Okay. One dice will be for all of where'd it go? For all of the enemies. All the enemies failed.
Wow.
Nice.
This one will be for Harry. Harry's going to succeed.
Okay.
This one will be for Thomas. Thomas will succeed.
Yes.
Awesome.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
All right.
When Philly ran in though, Fino visibly clenched his jaw in annoyance.
You have to be able to see.
What you say?
So
You had to be able to see who was going to hit. You
No, he
couldn't
didn't.
blind.
Slyrick said throw that shit in. That's what Slyrick said.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He did say that.
He said, throw that shit in here.
Plus what for Fenrir being up?
hold up. So Brian, one quick question. It says 4d6 fire plus 4d6 radiant. The moment I spun both of them, the moment I hit that, it rolls for both of them, correct?
This is Flame Strike.
Yes.
That's
Like,
nice.
Yep.
Because it's only saying one.
Press it again.
There's only
You didn't
saying
do it. You
4D4.
didn't do it both. Press it again.
Okay.
I forgot how strong that thing is. $31 points. Wait, we got more. 34 points of damage.
Radium!
Damn.
And it halves it for the other people. So the ones who succeeded, it's half.
Yes. Only 16, well, 15 for those two, for Harry and Thomas. Although, more for Thomas because Radiant to a Vampire.
You just fucked him up.
I want to heal him.
Actually, a little bit. So Thomas takes 40 because the Radiant got doubled.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm going to mark the 40 he just took there.
I'm going to heal you guys. I'm sorry.
Slavak's gonna have a little strategy talk with Feely after this.
Okay, so how does the chapter end for the other 4 you just destroyed?
As the column of fire appears from the heavens, 40 feet high in the air, as it descends upon them, they just disintegrate, and you see every cell of them, like cell, just go vanish as it destroys.
I guess we're not looting them.
Hey, jeez. I mean, that's also going to eviscerate all the previously destroyed bodies, too. No evidence.
Well, no, they didn't roll damage, Brian.
Who?
The ones that are already dead.
Bro, if if your strike eviscerated the alive
messing with you.
people...
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
That's fine.
The dead people didn't make their deck save. What do you mean?
Just for the record, I do think Philly has the highest kill count in the campaign so far.
Oh yeah.
Any bonus action?
Yes, I have Finral go directly towards Thomas.
Where is Fenro?
He should have been on my shoulder.
I know where he should be. Okay, let me grab a token really quick and then we'll continue on. Next up is Thomas. Thomas will begin by patting out the radiant fire that's kind of on his person.
Nigga. But I mean, when you drink, that's who you are.
Do you need his movement speed, Brian? I think it's 30.
I think it's
Like-
30.
Up in the air. I'm good. I ain't gonna hit nobody's car.
Yeah, it's 30.
You know, if I have a plane crash, make it to the out, like, it's good. My phone is,
Right
I should-
there.
I got a co-pilot.
Right, it's close enough.
Co-pilot probably the one that snitched.
Okay, Thomas is gonna quickly pat out the fire, give you a look, and then turn to attack the person next to him. The first strike, that'll definitely hit. With a 10 on the dice. He gets +5. That is 10 for the first strike. The second strike, that hits. As he just cuts the head off, the one next to him. First, he strikes him in the sternum, pulls it out, then cleaves the head clean off. And gives a little flourish to this blade to get the blood off of it. This will bring us to Sabet, who will drop down next to the person below him, take his 2 strikes. I think he has 2. He should at this point.
Yeah, he's got it.
40. Infinite combo.
No, he
And he still has his tentacles out, right?
still has what?
His tentacles
No,
out.
that was on activation.
Oh, all right.
So yes, he does have 2. First one will hit. As he cleaves it, this archer in front of him that's barely standing from the hit, he will take his second, which is at advantage. The first one should have been 2 because he's across from Katra. Oh, Great Ape Katra, I should say. The 14 does hit the archer, and he, following Thomas's lead, takes the head off this one's shoulders as well. This brings us to Harry, who is breathing pretty hard, kind of shakes his duster to get the fire to go out really quick. He will nod to you, Philly. And he is going to walk up to Fake Katra. He will kind of put his staff in the ground, crack his knuckles, and put both up, showing 3 active rings on each hand, kind of squeeze it as it just kind of implodes Fake Katra as she kind of collapses on herself in that space. And she's blown about 10 feet back in the process. Book and quill flying from her hand. Harry will pick back up the staff and look around at you all and say, please tell me that wasn't the real Katra I just killed.
I dropped my polymorph.
Okay.
You've done us a
It is
favor.
not. I grabbed the quill and book though.
Okay. Harry says, "Okay, everyone inside, quickly, inside."
Shall we bring your bodies?
No, the illusion's still up. That's fine.
As we walk inside, I just tap Thomas's shoulder and give him a cure wound.
Do you now?
I cure his wounds. Like my deepest apologies.
He'll kind of nod and say, "It's all right. Not the first time I have to deal with radiant attacks."
Oh,
Not
shit.
the
Oh
last.
shit!
Oh, shit. You hit a vampire with
Oh,
radiance.
If I look at the copycat, does she still look like me?
Yeah, I think so, actually.
Oh, I hate that so much.
Brian, he gets 13 points of healing.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think changelings drop their changed form on death. I think they're just still changelings. It's not as well. I won't go into details on changelings.
What is okay? Is her chest just caved in? That's it.
Her
Or whatever.
body is collapsed. It's like if she ran into. It's like if both sides just compressed at the same time and splat.
Included.
I'm gonna firebolt her face though.
Okay, that's a creation of the body.
Oh.
Check.
Okay. Oh,
While we're walking in, I go to our Sabet and not Sabet, Slyrack and Jerry next to each other because they always are.
Usually.
Yeah.
All right. As we're walking, I tell them, listen, a little change in strategy. I do observe what you do for our fights. For now on, not all the time, but for a lot of times, before you rush in, allow me to let Finral hop on your shoulder and help you avoid some of the damage that you take. I'll sit back as I normally do, and
My
he'll
turn.
be your teleport agent.
I turn towards Jerry.
You what?
I look at Jerry. It's all yours. No offense, but I have tailored my personal strategy around your chaotic flames. I will be just fine.
I too have defenses against your flames. Feely. Hey, you came through
Feel
with
free
something
to
else that
go
was-
nuts.
It's more so also about the person that's attacking you, not just my chaotic flames. That aren't chaotic. They're just nasty.
They are planned and on purpose. As you all get in, Harry kind of sits back in his chair, looking a little roughed up, a little worse for wear. He says, "Okay, one of you give me a quick explanation on what's going on."
Philia's reading right now.
Oh my fucking! Catra
Let's go.
says, "Please." Catra says, "Well, there's been a change in the invasion. They came back with the last group from the Feywild. Apparently, they were looking for you specifically."
Harry nods. Yeah, that makes a little sense. They don't usually take living former allies well. Changelings, huh? You know how many?
Well, I think Jerry's sent 17. Oh, there are more on the way here, actually. There are like 4 or something, right, guys? 5? There were 17 at the drunken, overfilled tanker. That's.
Thomas sits up. 17. Harry gets up and says, real quick, he kind of runs to the door and puts his hand against the wall. And you guys can kind of feel a magical, like, almost air vacuum appear in the room. As you kind of feel yourself a bit cut off from the outside.
Okay.
One important note: Nora's in on this.
Thomas kind of frowns. Oh no, not Nora.
Well, she is a changeling.
Yes.
I don't know where the original Nora is.
Are you certain?
Well, I'll say yes, based on my source, who's never been wrong yet.
Thomas frowns and says, I really liked Nora. I do also apologize, Catra, for the harsh words to you earlier. I thought you were attacking us.
It's understandable, very much so, given the situation.
Harry says, well, thank you for the warning. Thank you for the help here. We've seemed to have dispatched everyone who was in this group. If you guys want to get out of here, that's fine. No one survived that attack, but if 17 are coming, I can keep them out. I can't guarantee I can kill them, or me and Thomas can. I don't want you guys involved in this if you don't need to be.
Well, how many was that out of 17?
Well,
Working in it. There it is.
I don't know that I recognize. Can I roll? Can I roll something to see if that was like any of the ones we saw?
Sure, it's a high DC. They want exactly the most unique looking dwarves in the city.
Can I guide myself on this?
Yeah.
Alright, what is it? Is it perception or history?
This would be perception.
God, these cocaine kids.
Cocaine kids.
Sorry, Feely, I didn't mean to bail on
Okay.
our conversation. My phone died.
28, Brian. 28.
28?
28.
The only one from the initial group of 17 was Fake Catra.
Which I share.
Harry says, right, so there's 16 coming.
Well, we saw 5.
If you're here when they arrive, then you're a part of this.
Well, what is this book? She said to me, we're not a part of this right now, but if we don't turn away, she's going to add our name to the book, and started writing it here. I have the book in my hand, by the way.
Okay, she has written UGA, but did not finish it.
The University of Georgia.
Harry holds out his hand and says, may I?
Yeah.
He'll hold the book, kind of turn it over, put it down, take out like a little eyeglass and look at it. This looks to be... you probably haven't come across this. This book works in a set of 2. What's written in one appears in the other. It just seems like a form of communication. He'll hand it back to you.
No, maybe we should make up a name for UGA.
Exactly.
That solves one problem, but again, right now the wards on my house are temporary, but I do need to solidify them. Once it's solidified, you're in here for 24 hours regardless. There's no leaving.
Were we planning to leave before this happened?
We were going to get our money, but I mean, that's... we
well,
can get it the next
The money's
day.
down the street, yes. I guess we're
Unless
in for a penny, in for a pound.
Unless we leave and attack
Need
from the
us here.
Harry starts to answer, and Thomas says, he doesn't have any magic. He's using items. Yes, we do. He almost used all of them in that fight.
Oh my god, what?
Harry says, hold on. I still have a few trinkets left. I haven't gotten my access to the arcane back, but, you know, before artificing was the thing, I was enchanting items. So I do have some stuff lying around the workshop downstairs that I can still use.
Why don't
I
you
had a very
just...
frustrating morning. I
Oh,
did not get to
this
see
is like being
swing
in the
in our
pit.
little exchange.
Right.
Give me an
Spikes
hour.
off the board.
I'll help you.
But why don't you just leave
Me?
for the night? Yeah.
Well, without my magic, I can't really go anywhere far. And This is my seat of power, as it were. Anyone comes in here, I can probably deal with it. And anyone on my property, I'm a little better too. Outside of this, my home, without my magic, wouldn't be good.
All right, I get it. This is a stick up. Give me your money.
Thomas smiles and says, "I know you're joking." And then he kind of puts his sword on the table. Not funny. Not a funny joke. I'm at no such disability. Just so we're clear.
Well, let's fight then.
Well,
16 bodies later. Let's do this.
oh god, have we been here a week yet?
I know it keeps coming, but I do not give a fuck. Now I point to Harry. I say, Harry, you owe me information about the fucking sword. I want to know.
Chris, you're muted, by the way, if you've been trying to talk. Harry will smile and say, y'all kind of put your neck out for me here. We'll talk. You're probably right, but we'll still talk.
Okay. Then I am definitely here.
I give Jerry the book and put it in the bag of holding for now.
Keep the sword lit.
Harry's
says,
going
"No,
to
I don't
say-
mind."
What do you say, Greg?
Billy says, I don't mind sitting here.
Harry will go around to the wards and say, so I am going to lock this down. You saw 17. There's no guarantee you don't have other allies. I do think... I don't expect a siege. I think they took an opportunity and just kind of jumped on it. So if we can wait them out, I think we're fine. If you guys are okay with that.
Should you leave the bodies on the yard?
Yeah, I do think we should take them in.
Would it be the first time?
Right, but...
That's probably... Thomas gets up and says, I'll grab the bodies.
do you...
I walk to the door with them.
Harry, what do you know about changelings? Now that one has changed into me, can others do it, or just that one?
No, just the one. It's not a shared hive mind thing. They're all individuals. So it would have had to be more than one to take the knowledge of you to do that. So if you got the one, that should be fine.
Can they replicate? Like, I copy you, her, and then they copy each other. So now they're copying her because they copied the other changeling.
It would degrade over time doing that.
Okay.
If it's not from the source, you kind of lose legitimacy, as it were. Be easy to tell.
I go out and I firebolt the body until it disintegrates.
Stop it. Catch her.
Oh, look, all the bodies are disintegrated. I just thought
There weren't many left. There were 2. So you guys bring in the 2. I guess one's been firebolted into the ground. The scraps of that are brought inside. And the other one's brought in. And mind you, there were still craters and just damage to the yard from the craboos earlier. So, blood on the yard isn't the... Huh?
If there's any sort of couch or chair, Alric has a seat and starts a short rest.
Okay. There is like one small love seat, but this is his office, so it's not super comfortable.
I ask him, do you have any surveillance or detection to know when people are approaching?
Yeah. You see those candles? There's a couple of candles around. When an enemy, someone who wants harm from me, comes close, they turn red. Right now, they're all yellow, so we're fine. If someone wants harm and comes near, we'll know right away.
Understood.
When everyone else gets in, he puts his hand against the wall, and you see all the candles kind of get huge and kind of come back down to a normal size. And he says, all right, 24-hour sleepover. Once those candles burn down, we can go back outside.
I've been looking for a reason to launch my fog cloud. this would be a good opportunity if it goes red.
To do what?
Oh, to launch my fog cloud. Mist, a fog.
Oh, speaking of which, let me see. What do I want to have?
Obscure their vision, and then fireball them, of course. We
Of
continue.
course.
Words every 24 hours.
Thomas will say, besides getting taken in by changelings, what have you been up to?
Well, the Bippy of this town are also. Oh no, not the Bippy. The guards of this town are investigating us for murdering someone on the street.
You've killed more people.
Oh, it's death kind of follows us around.
Which seems to be our thing in Crackhammer. We need to leave.
Remember those kids that we were following?
Oh right.
Oh, we went to the arena to just fight, and one of them tried to murder us multiple times.
Okay.
So we killed him.
And then he killed a bunch of people in the arena too.
Right.
Hey, listen, you don't have to justify killing a rival to me. I understand.
No, I'm not.
So now we're disc
I'm
champions.
just telling you what happened.
That-
This champions, very good.
Yeah.
This
I'm not
champions with a side of murder. That hasn't happened since.
Well,
Oh, Harry,
Last-
you weren't here. That happened for the Misfit reunion tour.
Please.
A decade back.
Misfit reunion.
The havoc was pretty crazy.
With the side of
Hell
murder.
of a party.
Hey Harry, is the woman still in the basement? And are there any updates?
It's in the basement. Yo.
Such an insane question.
Yo. Let's
Harry
take
says, yes, Del Rey's still downstairs.
That was Del, right?
Yeah.
Huh? I didn't know it was Del, right?
Huh?
I thought it was somebody else.
I think she had a different name.
I don't think so. Let me double check.
Wait, no, Del Rey was the main one. It wasn't her. Wait,
Oh, was it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
hold on. It was
Del Rey was the other artificer, I thought.
Yeah.
Is Embera.
And yeah,
Right.
Yes, Embera's still down there. Though, without my arcane, I can't really let her out. So it's been a little tricky trying to figure out what to do about that.
do you throw apples to her every day?
I can't. Physical objects will break the ring.
Oh, well, then she dies.
And why would you let her out?
No.
Because she'll die if I don't.
Okay.
Let her stay down there. Look, we fight this group up.
I'm not
And then
going
we
to kill her in cold blood. I haven't decided how I'm going to fix this yet. I'm hoping my magic will come back any day now, and I won't have to decide this.
Yeah, let's keep hoping. Keep hope alive.
And ended the people who were trying to. We ended the two people.
Will be okay.
We ended the two people who she tried to have set that golem in motion, right?
no, just
We
one.
ended one of them.
Ah, damn it!
We bodied his ass.
Oh, actually,
What?
turns out he was about to go apprentice with Julian,
Who is Judy?
the master artificer in Gilvesto.
I've never heard the name.
And we killed him, right?
She can't be
Yes.
that much of a master.
Oh, she is one of the most powerful.
Brian, I tried to make contact with her.
How so?
With Julian?
Oh, you mean with
Embera?
Yeah, Elvira.
Embera.
Embera.
Okay.
Alberta.
What do you say to her?
So when your first plan is started, what do you do next?
First plan is what?
When your first plan is started, what's your
Thwarted.
Your
what do you do next?
fucking mentor all of a sudden?
I think
No, not mine,
he's-
no.
I think he's shit talking is what he's doing.
Oh.
was gonna say,
I'm like,
why
wait,
are we letting the guy with the little
Lost in
special link
translation.
talk to her again?
Because he came
Yes,
without
yes.
question. You hear back immediately a little chuckle and says, "It's not really thwarted if I told you to go stop them, is it?"
You just let us know what happened trying to test our metal. Now, so what is next?
Do I assume you have stopped them then?
And don't put it around.
A chuckle comes back again and says, "Next would be a longer conversation to ensure our goals are aligned, young Jewett."
I've already told you our goals are not aligned. The way you're going about this it's chaotic and extreme.
I can kill some, or Alessia can kill them all. I don't think it's extreme.
Hear me out. There are other ways to do what must be done. And your way is not the way. I will make my way come to pass so that we can coexist with those of blood and those of Elvera. What is it called again? Alestria.
And which way is starving me to death?
I didn't imprison you. That was your foolish plan.
Well, once you lobby for my freedom, we can have a longer conversation.
I'll think about it. But you must give me some sign of goodwill if I might even do so for you.
You get no reply.
All right, die then, ho.
No.
Ah!
Oh wow.
Harry
So
says
people-
to the Jillian comment, he was going to apprentice with her.
Yes.
Well, she is quite powerful.
Why have I never heard of her?
You shouldn't have. Artificing's new. She didn't found it, but she was one of the first masters of it. Taken very few students. I've been gone for a bit. Last I knew of her, she was small potatoes is the best way to put it.
She's working with
Now she's
one of the
hiring.
princes of Faust.
She's what of what?
Isn't she working with one of the princes of Faust?
Do
we-
you know that?
Well, the boy was talking about. Yeah, based on the notes from before, where Prince of Faust was talking about who he's working with, blah blah blah, in these letters. That's what I'm putting together.
Punce's letters have the Gilavesto information and nothing about Faust.
No, but it was saying basically the first bull failed, who I'm assuming was the other artificer, and it says something about keeping him in his current state.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm putting together.
Okay, I see how.
Okay.
Basically, they're the ones that are keeping him. So, if he failed and they're the ones keeping him, they must obviously be working together.
Harry will say, "Oh, well, I haven't really caught back up on politics yet.
Also, the rest are working together. Interesting.
Well, I'll say that's what I got from what I've observed thus far. I'll possibly be able to confirm it in a few days, but pretty sure.
All right. That makes things a little complicated. That's Thomas. Faust is one of the leading empires in the world, the largest nation of elves, very imperialistic. Used to be ran by a war-crazed queen, now ran by a war-crazed queen. I would not take them lightly. If at all possible, I wouldn't get anywhere near them. They don't play fair.
Well, everyone's suddenly remembering that they apparently played very unfair with the entire world at one point.
Thomas kind of chuckles. Oh, the memory thing. Most people who got back negative feelings about Falso. Old. Not the most well-respected people around. There's some legitimate gripes, sure. But no one's going to go to war with Faust over a few memory wipes. Though I do assume in higher circles they may have some issues. I have heard they did not just keep that to the commoners. But what powerful family hasn't wiped a memory or two?
That's how it all started.
Harry kind of frowns and says, memory wiping is a big deal, Thomas. Don't make light of it.
Are you able to restore memories, Thomas?
I don't do any magic, so no.
Oh, right. God.
But I've been around for a long time, and I can say with confidence no one's ever gotten up here that I didn't want to.
Hey, Thomas, don't feel bad about yourself. You're plenty magical to me.
Thank you. And he smiles. I hear that a lot.
Fino goes to a corner, and he sits down Yoshimitsu style with his sword, and just sits down. He's just doing a little pump thing.
Jeez. Harry will say, well, exciting times in Crackhammer, huh? I guess we've solved the case of missing artificers. Yeah, kind of. Do you know where Del Rey is?
Field District, I believe.
Yeah, we didn't. Wait, did we follow her? Is that where?
You did not go.
Is that where the cone?
We never
thing
made it there.
is?
We got stopped in the
We
middle
got
of Crackhammer and
stopped in
burned
the
it down.
middle. Did we tell them that? Yeah, we did.
About the first fight with the Octocogs? Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Thomas will say, oh, I thought you all were going to solve that. That was your destination, I thought. to Del Rey.
Too much happened. We didn't. We never resumed the search.
That's fair. These things do snowball. I learned that. Hanging out with this one. Harry will say, well, okay. I'll get some pillows from the cellar. We can brains. Are you going to find Del Rey? Is that not important anymore? I'm not quite sure.
Honestly, I think we need to leave.
Hey, after we handle this, Harry, I'm not sure.
Go ahead and go.
I think we've worn out our welcome with Crackhammer.
Oh, Crackhammer's a big city. You didn't piss off the king or anything, so you're fine.
Sure we did.
Oh,
Maybe a little bit.
poor summer child.
What I'm
You sweet,
saying is
naive summer child.
we need to go ahead and go.
There's a lot
his
of
face,
people off for a week or two, Tom.
Harry's face kind of drops a second, and he looks at you, Fino, and says, don't say that. You don't know what that means. Do not call someone a summer child.
What does that mean?
It has great value in the Feywild.
Oh, it's a faith thing, you're saying.
It is. The courts are split summer and winter.
Oh,
You'd be surprised how many of our sayings have their roots there.
and I'm guessing you were winter then. You did have a bunch of ice powers.
Well, it was for a very, very long time. It's hard to kick. You see, he kind of has like a little shudder a bit.
Oh.
As he kind of pulls his coat a little closer around himself. Sorry, reflex. No, pissed off the king, you say. Well, that's not great, but it's not the end of the world. Were you rude? Did you show him up? Did you steal from him?
Well, he
Jackson looks at
took credit
Slider.
for some of the things we did, and the crowd noticed, and I may have encouraged them to say something, and they did.
Public humiliation. Oh. Thomas? Well, the current king's a bit fragile. Seat's a little too big for him. Crown's a little heavy. Doesn't take to embarrassment well. It usually answers it with social, public reactions. So if you make it out of there, you're fine, I guess. Just don't, do it again. I think you'll be okay.
Oh, I think he took his anger out on a poor civilian.
Oh, well, there you go.
Nearly beat him to death in the street.
Sounds about right. He can fight, which is odd for royalty. But I guess you all are dish champions, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
That does, by default, get an audience with the king.
No thanks.
Yeah, I mean, you don't...
Where is this audience to take
No,
place?
Slyric. We don't.
The audience is in the throne room. It's kind of a big to-do. Dish champion, meet the king, hobnob with royalty.
No
kind of
thanks.
adds prestige.
Is it mandatory?
Kind of.
Oh, fuck.
We have not been called to any type of meeting with the king yet, so
Let's
We
get
should-
a fucking go.
I feel like if it's in the palace, it may not be as bad. If he were to meet us at an arena, he would for sure publicly try to murder us in front of everyone with some grand event.
He might try to
We're
throw
in
us
the throne
in prison.
room. Who's going to see it?
Which is why he might throw us in prison.
Harry says, well, I mean, Thomas? Thomas. Harry, you forgive him. He's not social. He doesn't understand the interworkings of anything.
Mhm.
In theory, if you've been invited to meet the king, he cannot just arbitrarily throw you in prison. There's protocols. You'd have to do something in front of him and his court to be immediately grabbed. If you don't do that, you should be fine. Past grievances, technically, while I'm sure he'll hold them against you, could only lead him to provoke you to act. So
I
long
look
as you
at
don't
him.
act, and he'll look to Slyrak, you'll be fine.
I promise I will speak only in the throne room.
What? Mm,
That's the place where you don't
That's-
want to say something
no.
if I wasn't clear. That's where you'll
No, I
meet him
meant
and-
speaking only, as in no further actions.
no, words could be a problem.
Okay, so so if you say the wrong thing, is what I'm trying to. You all have fun. I'm not going to go with you if that wasn't already obvious.
I don't want to go. I think we can just leave.
You will take our money and run. Whoa.
Yes.
I do not need to meet the king.
At all.
Unless he has my sword.
No.
Harry says, no, the king doesn't have that sword.
Speaking of having things, did you find the Hall of Oaths here?
Holland Oats.
Yes.
Hall
I like to
of
say.
Oaths. How many times have you asked that now? Is this the third time?
Yeah. Wait, does that matter?
Harry will say.
I probably recognize the deal.
Harry will kind of take a sharp breath in and say, "That's the third time you've asked that." Shoot. And he kind of he scratches as he kind of fighting something, and Thomas will say, "He was in the Feywild too long. If you ask a Fey the same thing 3 times, they're obliged to answer truthfully."
Oh. I like
Harry will
glance
say,
over.
"I'm not a Fey." Let me see. Harry will kind of shake it off a bit, and you see him kind of relax. If you ask someone with knowledge about the Hall of Oaths 3 times, Generally speaking, someone from the hall will find you. So, I don't know if my wards will affect that or not, but in the next 10 days or so, I'm sure someone will come talk to you.
And if I leave the city, I guess they can't find me outside its borders.
They could. I don't think they will.
Hmm.
You're gonna have to decide what's important on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a nap in a moment. Anything else you want to ask me? Anything?
Yeah,
else?
last thing.
Yeah.
Can you ever tell us why Ambria was in prison?
She
Why
tried to
you?
kill me.
Why she tried to?
You know, I didn't have a long time to get the full villain monologue. You know, she was trying to flood Craghammer, tried to stop her, she tried to kill me. That's usually as far as those things go. Just, you know, she's down there for Craghammer's own good. I don't want her to die down there, which brings me to a good point. Would any of you be willing to let me talk you through taking down the wall and putting it back up?
But
Sure, why not?
He
It's a
gouges
new
his eyes at you.
an arcane ability I can learn. I am interested.
I don't think you could replicate it just yet.
That is fine.
I think I could talk you through it.
Information is still valuable.
That's true. That's true. Well, she's probably good for another 12 hours or so. So let's all get some rest, and we'll do that in a bit, and we'll go from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Once again, door can't be opened, but feel free to lay down wherever you want. I'm gonna go downstairs. There's a little bit more room. Thomas? Thomas shrugs. I'll keep an eye on him.
should we all take shifts watching the candle?
But can we go down too? There's more room.
Harry's already gone down. Thomas stops and says, Harry's gonna probably talk to some people that he doesn't want you to talk to, if that's okay. Not Ambria, someone else. Alright, cool. Don't worry about the candles, no one can get in. Douche. Close that.
So
You?
do we have to get out of here?
Say again?
I'm talking to the misfits. I mean the Uga.
What'd you say?
Do we all have a plan of where we're going once?
To get our money.
There's a lot of money waiting for us.
500 platinum is not to be left ungathered.
The powers that be, something waiting for us there.
It's okay.
We shall kill it, Philly, like we have been killing everything else.
Right.
I'm sorry, that was Greg talking about Brian.
Oh.
Wow.
Alright, well, I guess rest up.
I try not to be so murderous, but they just want me to kill it.
Okay. So everyone can get a long rest.
What time is it?
How
10.
many hours do you have left on your book?
Hold up.
Exactly.
All right. I ate the last day.
Oh, we come at like 6
I
p.m.
will say this.
It's like you got to be close.
Harry and Thomas aren't coming back up for about 12 hours.
All right. I have 29 and a half hours right now.
Okay. So you're in here for 24. regardless.
Uh-huh.
So you can decide how much of those 12 hours initially are you going to use on sleeping or reading. This was an early morning run to Harry's thing, so it's pretty early in the day.
Well, I'm reading for like 12 hours straight, and I'll just sleep for the next 12.
Cool. So those of you who want rest can get your long rest in. Philly Redford. At about the 12-ish hour mark, the hat store opens and Thomas comes out and kind of stretches and says, everyone get good rest? Yes? Any candle activity?
Was there any candle activity?
If I'm watching.
There was a blip.
It's kind of
There was a short little blip of the candles coming up quickly to red and going right back down to yellow.
It seems someone has.
see out any of the windows.
There are no windows.
Okay. Never mind.
Someone has passed by your place. It seems. They a quick flash of red, then back down to yellow.
That's good. Harry, no one came. And Harry will kind of. Oh, that's good. Cool, great. Still
Bless
can't
they were
open it at
scouts.
12. Well, let me see. Harry will go behind his desk, kind of rummage, and bring out like this large ceramic bowl that he'll put in the middle of the floor. He'll pour some water into it, light an incense, and kind of let the ashes fall into it for a moment. Then he will open a pouch and take out a small little gem on a ring. Twist the gem off, put that in it, and kind of hold the side of the bowl. And he'll say, "Oh, let's see if this one works." Kind of close his eyes and chant a bit, and the bowl will start kind of rippling in the middle of it before you can kind of see an overhead image of the house. And he'll open his eyes and see, okay, no one in the front yard. And he'll close his eyes again and he'll kind of like bounce out again. You can kind of see a bit of the block. You can kind of see 2 or 3 houses around Harry's. And you can see a number of dwarfs just kind of idly walking back and forth, but seem like they are paying a lot of attention to Harry's house.
How many?
Looks like 10 at the moment.
Yikes.
Harry will say, illusion's probably still up. Must have been Adam Tech. Okay, that's fine. Then it'll zoom out again. You can kind of see 3 or 4 blocks now. And you can see a regiment of guards kind of walking towards Harry's house.
Oh.
Yes, they are back from the war. Maybe they have.
Those are changelings or real guards.
Harry will open his eyes and say, oof, let's hope they're real gods. And as you guys are kind of watching on this overhead view, you can see them get closer and closer. And as they do, none of the candles shoot up red, but they do shoot up blue. He'll say, well, they're definitely coming here, but they're not trying to kill me, so that's good. Yeah? Progress.
Can we hide?
I can't open the door, so this will be interesting. I wasn't being,
Harry.
I wasn't asking you not to open it. The door cannot be opened right
Oh, it can't be.
now. We are actually trapped here for 12 more hours.
You know, we need a montage.
Thomas says,
It looks.
"Can dance."
Everyone sees a bowl of Philly packs just rolled up, pre-rolled while he sleeps. He left them on the counter for y'all.
Yeah, I might have to grab one of those.
Sure. That's your
Why
partake.
Wait. Isn't
Great.
the girl about to expire?
Yes, Slyrak, if you will, you guys can all come down if you want to see this. I just need to drop the barrier, give her some food and water, and put it right back up.
What's to stop her from just using a spell to get herself out of here? Is the house being locked down stopping her from teleporting? Or
Yeah, there's no teleporting in and out right now.
okay,
Teleportation's dead.
I'm a ready hold person.
Okay. So those of you who want to go downstairs to the cellar.
Oh, I hear y'all walking downstairs, and I wake up and say, "Are y'all going to talk to Ambera?"
no, go back to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Thomas laughs and
I
says,
roll-
"Yes,
I
yes, we
roll-
are."
I was about to roll for it.
I said we feed her at the same time you said no, but so
Really, don't you have reading to do?
No, I have to nap. I've read for 12 hours, but I want to hear what this witch has to say about flooding the world.
no.
So those who want to make their way downstairs.
I go down.
Okay. And Bear is there, not looking great. It looks like someone who hasn't had anything to eat or drink in a few days. But she is sitting in her chair, kind of meditating, a little bit wobbly. As you all come down, she opens her eyes again. Oh, look who came to visit.
Walk up. I walk right up to her,
Not
very
through.
calmly, but very sternly. Just look at her.
We are going to feed you. And once more, the man who currently imprisoned you is currently incapable of removing this barrier any more than this one time. He's going to teach me how to do it. Without that, you will be stuck in here forever. Do not try anything, or I will not learn it.
She
You'll
smiles and says,
starve to death in here.
if I say I won't try anything, would you believe me?
Possibly.
Then I won't try anything.
Roll some insight. Oh shit, where's my... Oh, my phone.
Roll the insight.
And... Forgot my phone was dead. My tablet.
Okay.
All that for a 4.
She's very hard to read. Harry will stand next to you and say, Andrea, do what you want. Make any moves, Thomas. We'll make a quicker one. And Thomas kind of leans against the table with his sword in his hand and says, a much quicker one. He looks to you, Slyrak, and says,
I'm just Harry.
Good.
It's a bet, say.
Will you two surround the other sides? Just in case.
There really isn't room to do so, but they can kind of get in a ready position. For sure.
Okay.
Do I have spider climb still? Hold on. I cast spider climb, so I'm above her on the ceiling with hold.
It goes all the way up to the ceiling. It's just
Oh,
more big, and I can't make it otherwise.
Oh, never mind, just kidding.
Harry will say, So it's actually kind of simple. It is simply imbuing your will on this circle. Uh, it's a brass circle just built into the floor, so you don't have to remake it. But you're going to have to kind of focus on what you want to do. Now, the words are important. What's important is that they're not words you know. Arcana flows around all of us, but when you use it, it flows through you. But the body's not really built to insulate that. So, you may have noticed a lot of times when you cast spells, you're not. A lot of the words seem a little made up. No one casts anything the same way twice. Two people don't cast the same way. So, I say that to say, think of something foreign or weird when we cast this.
Maybe I'm just gonna.
But I'm going to break it. I'm going to give it food and water. And you are going to cut your finger, put the blood against the circle, and will it close? Focus here is closing the circle. You can focus on that. If you can not overcharge your body, you'll be fine. Just make sure you let the magic flow in and right back out. Got it?
I think I got it. Close the circle.
Close the circle. He's going to grab a pack, put some fruit, some food, some dried beef, some water bottles in it. He'll close it, and he'll kind of like 3, 1, 2, 3, and he fakes doing it, and Bear kind of jumps up and runs into the wall, and he'll laugh at her and say, "I've dealt with Fae for centuries." And you see her kind of rub her nose and sit back down. And kind of flash a weak smile at you, Slyrak, and say, "Trust me."
I look at her and just say, just kind of exhale heavy. Just have a seat. And I do it with suggestion.
Okay. Suggestion is going to hit this wall and not go through. She will sit back down, though, as Thomas will now stand up and ready his weapon. Sabette and Jerry probably jumped at that, but didn't cross, so they're fine, but they will ready their weapons again, too. And, of course, Catcher has hold person ready. This time, Harry will walk up to the edge with the pack, and he will a 1 and toss it in, throwing it on purpose at her face. As he puts her hands up to catch it, he will say, "Slyrak, now! Close it!" Give me an Arcana check.
Go ahead.
Actually, roll your spellcast modifier. I think yours is Charisma.
Yeah.
So roll that for me.
Okay. Charisma modifier.
This will be at advantage from Harry's coaching.
Oops. Come on. I roll. Just keeps opening the thing. There you go. 1. Got its advantage. 18.
18 is enough. So, you're able to quickly bite your finger, push it down on the brass, and you can feel this flood of arcane energy flowing into you very, very quickly. And it's strange because your magic comes from your patron. You're used to kind of it flowing from the inside out, as it were. But this time, you kind of feel what sorcerers and wizards feel. Pulling in from around you, the entire world, in the arcana that just exists naturally. And to a small degree what druids feel. And you pull it in and quickly funnel it right back out through your hand into this brass. and you can just hear a pop as the wall reseals. Harry will nod his head and say, "That was well done. Good for you."
Thank you. We should have made it smaller, though.
It's more about the ring in the floor than any intent to harm, I should say. What are you rolling perception for, Philly?
Trying to see any type of like what her mood is, and like if I get any type of understanding from her body movements or anything like that.
Give me insight.
Insight, okay.
20. From your insight, and Fido, you would have gotten some of this too if you're passive. The lunge at the wall was performative. You get the impression she did not think Harry was tossing it on 3, but is trying to play up that she is not trustworthy and that she is more foolish than she actually is. She seems pretty okay. She seems to be laying it on thick as far as the needing food and water, and does not seem to be overly eager to actually get out of this circle or this room. But she will open the pack and quickly drink down some water and take a few bites of the apple and kind of, thank you.
So Billy says to her, "You're not fooling anyone. You have a goal. I get it. I have a goal. You get it. The way we're going about these goals might be different. But when you want to come around to my way, which isn't just killing everyone on this plane, you know how to contact me." And I go back up the stairs and take a nap.
She'll sigh. And as you go up, she will say, "You don't have a way. You haven't even talked to them yet. You're just a child in all of this."
Continues walking, doesn't even turn back to her.
Okay. And as you leave and go upstairs, you'll hear in your head, "Have you even asked them what their second question was?"
It was dumb.
Roll a history check for me.
Let me do it with advantage.
You actually can on this one. 15. When you first got that gem, the voice asked you just to be open to another conversation. You have not had a second conversation yet.
Got you.
That was the price of the boon.
Got you.
Philly goes upstairs. Dresden seems more relaxed now that his prisoner has been fed and isn't going to starve.
I stand up slowly, stare at the edge of it, and I look at her. I find your dishonesty very distasteful. I don't think I'll be doing this again.
She'll smile and she'll say, "Dishonesty makes the world go round. Whatever gets me to my goal is the right method."
Oh, I hope you can achieve your goal from in that sphere. I won't be doing this again.
We'll see.
I just leave.
Okay. Harry and Thomas will usher the rest of you up if you're willing to go.
Catcher says, Hunt wanted me to tell you you were foolish if you thought he was aligned with you.
She looks at you at that. You spoke with Buns.
Briefly.
How's he doing?
Hopefully at peace.
She'll smile. And she'll say, "Then it all worked out just how I wanted. Good." Is Del Rey at peace as well?
I just look at her. I want to roll insight.
Okay. What are you trying to glean?
Does she really want old boy out of here?
Okay. Infino, are you still down there?
He had to step away.
Okay, we will say he is.
Hold on. I think it's a 12. 1 second.
Bless you.
Thank you. Yep, 12.
Okay. She's not trying to hide this. From the 12, you can gather that she told you all to go get them because she does want them gone. From what she told you previously, it seems that they are not important to her. They were a means to an end, but they are not something that she wanted out and about without her out there as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So then I ask her, what kind of help did you give Del Rey?
She folds her arms. I usually trade for information.
I mean, maybe.
Say it again.
I said maybe.
Maybe for the trade.
I'm just like looking at her, waiting for her to say something else. I do say maybe.
She says, you know, I'm surprised you're not more connected with Alestria. You could be, if you wanted.
I just like nod, like okay, not like a agreement nod, but just like okay, and then I just like turn on and walk upstairs.
Okay, and she will say, a spirit of intellect. That's what I gave them.
Then I say, good to know. And then I just walk up.
Please get it back for me, she'll say as you go up.
Spirit of intellect. Interesting. What does that mean?
As you all do go upstairs, there before anyone can say anything, there's a bang at the door.
Oh shit.
Harry will look up, and you will hear. Did I give this guy a name? As we wrap up here. I feel like I named him, but no one asked his name. This might be it. There's a bang at the door, and you hear, Harry Dresden. This is Ragrim. You know me. You know who I work for. Open this door immediately. The king demands it.
The king? Oh.
And that's where we'll close.
Don't open the door. Don't open the door. Hold the door.
He can't.
Hold the door.
Actually can't open it.
I'm staying asleep.
They burn your house down. That's it. Oh no.
What's Harry's talking skills? What's his persuasion?
Harry's?
Feels low. If it's anything like his.
Harry's kind of an
I feel
asshole.
like he should tell me what to say and
And go from there.
I'll speak.
Yeah, Harry is a bit of an asshole. So,
We're gonna
not great.
shit.
Oh
See how it
god.
goes. I'm sure he'll be fine. You know, it's just been 12 hours since all the changelings got here.
Oh man.
Fun. Nice quick fight. Good,
Yeah, so Greg,
decision to stay.
above board, when my fire shield's out, I have advantage against your fireball and resistance.
Oh, I wasn't saying having Finro on you for that. Y'all are more so the tanking people, so to support y'all in combat. That's what I was saying it for.
No, he was saying why you should throw him the fireball.
Oh, because all y'all ran in there.
That's okay. My ape form would have taken the hit. It's okay.
No, it was all of y'all, and I wasn't seeing where I was throwing it, so I don't know how Brian would have rolled for that. It wasn't just
of
everybody.
Your fireballs, and Cathers has the necklace of fireballs, and technically I have the ability to make that spell if I want it.
Mm.
I built my level up around being in the front line, knowing that there's going to
Oh.
be some friendly spells coming.
Got you, but no, I was.
Oh,
So you're
no.
you ended earlier.
Say again.
Man, you're talking about telling me to just send the fireball, right?
Yeah. Like
Yeah, no, but every
anytime from now on, like if I have the blue flames up, don't worry about me.
word. But yeah, above board, my new strategy, if I have Finro on like one of the tanking characters, it gives y'all the ability to dodge, but I could also start sending spells to the front line of people through Finro now.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Because you can
So-
be back a little bit, but Frenemy will be there, so you're good. You get the
Yeah.
cast through him.
Oh yeah, so dodge will be good for Jerry because it gives disadvantage. I already have that.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of... You don't have to fireball all your friends that fireball the enemy. There's a lot of workarounds and a lot of other available spells.
No, but he's specializes in fire damage. So moving forward, he's gonna have a ton of spells that do fire damage. It's not only gonna be the fireball.
Yeah.
Like that's his specialty. I'm trying to focus as much as I can in thunder.
I like the thunder stuff. That's pretty cool.